All right, guys, we do want to welcome everybody. It is Saturday, June 14th. This is our regular Bryte Lyfe Fast Start training. And this morning, we've got a special treat. We've actually got our Director of Member Services, Eva Nightingale, on with us. Give her a hand. Yay. We appreciate you being here, Eva. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to go through our normal getting started training. And then Eva's going to do something special for everybody as well. Okay, and we're kind of calling this a membership onboarding session. Okay, that we're going to go through. So, Eva, what I'm going to do first is just go through the short, typical getting started information that we usually cover with people. And then we'll go kind of live in the app. Okay, does that sound good to you, Eva? And is
Yes.
there anything you want to add on the front end before I get into this?
No, good morning and happy Saturday to everybody. Thanks for inviting me to join you today. And I look forward to sharing more about the steps to Member Connect and how we can do great things with retention here in Bryte Lyfe.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because guys, you have to understand retention is the key to your long-term residual income. And what you really want to do here is this. You want to take the next 12 to 24 months, build a good, solid business, and never have to work again. And if we do a good job at retention, guess what? It will absolutely work that way. Now, Eva has spent her career, in building memberships like this. And Eva, we talked about it yesterday. Is retention a thing? Is that something that can actually be accomplished with membership programs like this?
Absolutely. Well, the first thing I want to point out is that retention is revenue. So, I mean, it really is. I mean, it's so critical that we think about, get them and keep them at all times. They're both equally important to the formula, and the greater the retention is, the greater the health of the business is. And you will benefit greatly by getting connected yourself. But in turn, the more you know, the better you'll be at sharing the Bryte Lyfe store vision.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's almost like a dollar saved is better or as good as a dollar earned. So
Yeah.
it's that same type situation. And guys, again, we're here to build long-term residual income. That's the life-changing income. Is that income that's going to come to you no matter what? Okay, and that does hinge on retention. And we've got everything here. We've got the value. Like a lot of people don't really get this about our membership and the benefits of it, but looking at what we have here, like I was talking to Eva about this yesterday. I was a member of an exclusive, club here in Memphis. I was a member of a sister club when we moved to Atlanta. Same type deal. And guys, that was more than what we pay here, and it didn't give us nearly the benefits. Many of you all have timeshares, and you paid a whole lot more than what this membership costs for a greater benefit. So my point is this, okay? This with everything that we have here, and Eva, you've been in this space for years and years and years. There are companies I'm sure that's charging over 1,000 a month for what we have here. Would you agree, Eva?
Oh, absolutely. Or and more.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. No question. And there are, elites that are willing to pay for that for what they get. So again, the very first thing in anything that you're going to do successfully is you have to apply yourself. Okay, you can't just float along. You got to apply yourself, learn what you have, and you'll be amazed. So again, let's go on and get into this because we're not going to hold you all long today. But for anybody that's here for the first time, I'm Denson Taylor. I am actually kind of the field trainer. I'm over field sales here with Bryte Lyfe. And the thing is this, okay, I've been involved in network marketing, my wife and I, for over 30 years, full time. We've gone to the top of several major companies. A lot of people think that, it is some kind of a secret or some kind of a special play that most people don't, have access to. And I will tell you this, it's not a secret. It's not a big deal. The thing that you have to understand is that it's all the same stuff. It's just a matter of committing to do it. Okay. And, that's the thing is if you don't know what to do, then it doesn't matter. You won't do it. But if you do know what to do, it makes all the difference in the world. So the first thing that I want that you really need to know is this. Okay. How do you log into your back office? Well, you go to this website, app.brytelyfe.com. You can log in with either your email or your password. Now, we just went through a major update with our company. Okay, it's Bryte Lyfe 2.0 now. So many of you all's passwords may be different from what it was before. No big deal. What I want you to do is just go in and click forgot password. They're going to send you a code called a 2FA code. And with that 2FA code, you're going to actually be able to, reset your password. Just follow the prompts. Very simple. And, if for some reason you can't, then you can send a support ticket. But if you just follow that process with the 2FA code, then it will absolutely work out. And then understand, guys, when you need something, that the process here, and what you absolutely have to do is go into your app and send a support ticket. Okay, don't send or don't call, whatever you do, don't call me, don't call Eva, don't send her a text, because you have to understand that whatever it is that you need, we can't handle it for you. Like, you may want us to, whatever, just handle it. We can't handle it for you. You have to send a support ticket in, and then it'll go through the proper channels. Okay. Eva, is there anything that you want to add, as far as that is concerned? Because I know you've been bombarded over the last week,
Yeah. And
text messages and all that.
yeah, yeah. No, and we understand it, and we appreciate so much your patience. Things are getting resolved within 3 hours of a submitting a service re service ticket right now. And on my end, if you call me, I don't have access to see it. But the most important piece of all of it is we need to track the progress of any issue we're having. So if you're having an issue, we really need the support ticket in order to pass that along to the tech team in order to resolve it. And so unfortunately, if you call one of us, we're just going to have to document the process again and send it in for you, and it's going to take longer. So it has to come from you, and it's the good news is it's being resolved within 3 hours in a day.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, thanks a lot for that. And
Yeah.
guys, this is what you have to understand. We are in formulation. Now, I've talked about the different phases that companies go through. And it takes, when I think about this, it takes a special kind of person to be able to survive doing formulation, because formulation, look at it this way. This is where we're the pioneers and we're taking the arrows right now. Now, 2 years from now, guess what? Maybe even a year from now, when everything is just perfect and it's running perfectly, and many of you all on this webinar are making 30, 40, 50,000, 30 to 50,000 a month, let's say. And guess what? You're going to look like the hero. You're going to look like the ultimate, success story. But most people are going to say, man, Eva got lucky. Denson got lucky, man. They got involved, and man, they everything they touch turns to gold. Well, they don't understand. The people that weren't here during this time, they don't understand the week that we just went through with the updates and the beta testing and all of that. But you're the pioneer, and I'm telling you, the reward is going to be much greater than the inconvenience if you'll just do what you need to do. So, don't worry about it. Don't major in the minors. Just understand and trust that all of this stuff will be fixed. And any mistakes that may have been made or whatever will be corrected. Don't worry about it. And again, don't call us, don't send us emails or whatever, or text messages. And I'm not being mean when I say that. I'm just telling you, it's nothing that we can do. It has to go through the proper channels, and when it does, then it'll be taken care of. Okay, we if it's anything that we could do, understand that we would do it, but this is, it's nothing that we can do in most of these situations. And then even when it's a travel issue, because I actually traveled. I booked the wrong date, and I actually reached out to Wes about it, and I shouldn't have done that, but I did it because I didn't know what else to do. So whenever it's a travel issue, then when you get your reservation, it's going to be a number there, and that is the customer service. For the travel part of it, not even Wes could do anything about that. Why? Because the travel company that we use, they're the ones that have to fix those type things. So that, that's important information that you need to know. Now, one other thing is this: what, like many of you all have already promoted, you're already making commissions, but some of you all have not. So once you actually qualify for your first commission, understand that we run 2 weeks in arrears. Okay, so all that means is if you had a commission that posted yesterday, and let's say it was your first commission, you'll be paid on that in 2 weeks. So it's the 14th. So, we're talking about what, maybe the 1st of July is when that commission is going to show up on a Friday. Well, when your first commission shows up, you're actually going to get an email from Pay Quicker. Okay, you want to definitely write this down. When you get your first commission, it's going to show up 2 weeks later, after you qualify, and you'll get an email from Pay Quicker. Now, you're going to have to click the link in that email. They're going to need just, a little bit of information from you to set your account up with them. And once your account is set up, your payment will be like clockwork. Okay. So that's another important thing. It's different, but it's another important thing that you need to know. And then once you get it set up, then you'll be paid, like clockwork as your commissions post. Okay. And Eva, look, if there's anything you want to add to anything I'm saying, you just, break in and let me know. Okay.
Yeah, I sure will.
All right, awesome. So now in your back office, once you get in, here are a couple of things that you want to pay attention to. Now, it's a dashboard, so understand that it's nothing in here that you can hurt. Click around, get familiar with it, and it's nothing that you can break. But you do want to know where your share links are. The first one has the video at the top of it, or at the side of it if a person is on the computer. If they're on their cell phone, then the video will be up top. And that website is join.brytelyfe.com / whatever your username is. Now, you also want to download the Bryte Lyfe app. You can get it on both platforms. Of course, the Apple App Store as well as the Google Play Store. And, guys, when you go in to set your app up for the first time, now this is very, very important. In fact, it was just made very real to me this past week, as in yesterday. Okay. When you set your app up, the very first thing that you want to do is go in and select, your bucket list destinations. Okay. If you don't, now you're going to be able to select from the top 50 destinations in the world. But if a person never, logs into their app, and, let's say that you get me involved and you don't set an appointment with me, and I don't know to go into my app, do you understand that this alone could be the difference in your person staying in? Why? Because look at it this way. Okay. I got this yesterday. So, this is the countdown up top. Well, you'll notice here that my countdown went to 0. And when it went to 0, it says, your trip is here. Please watch your email for information from Bryte Lyfe staff. So all this means is this week I'll receive my bucket list information. Now, I've been showing you this bucket list several times a week, every week, for the last year or so. And what have I shown you? I've shown you that this is a $5,000 trip in most cases. Well, the bottom line is this: when you become free life qualified with your minimum of 2 active members, guess what? If you've got 2 active members by your next billing date, you won't be billed. It'll be a free membership. Even if you're not, let's say that I had paid my 179, which for the record, I want you all to understand, when we first started, Eva will attest to this. If you were building a business, you had to get your 179 back out of the comp plan. So even though we had commissions coming out of the comp plan, we still had to pay the 179. Well, Wes actually made a change to that. And now, your first commission, your first form of a commission really is the referral of two people because it waives that $179 fee. So even if you're not having to pay it, or even if you're paying the 179, it doesn't matter. If I had paid my 179 for 12 months, I would have paid 2179 into this. And they've just, I've just qualified for a 5-star, guaranteed 5-star 4-day, 3-night trip. Now, I've been involved in network marketing now for over 30 years. And typically, in order for us to qualify for this type of a trip, we would have to be at the top of the comp plan. We'd have to be part of the key leadership in order to qualify for the trip that I just qualified for just for being a member. Well, guys, look, you all tell me, if I paid 2179, let's say I invested that into my business and my family's hopes and dreams, okay, for my wife and I to check these things off of our bucket list. If I paid 2179 to get a $5,000 trip, would that be a good investment on my part? Absolutely, no question. Okay, so again, that is the reality of it. Okay, and this makes it really real because guess what? I could build a bit without anything else, Eva. I could go build a business with this part of it alone. Okay, without anything else.
Absolutely, you could. Yep.
Yeah. So, Eva, I know that you are an integral part of this and what we see here. What would you like to add about all of this?
Oh gosh, just first of all, dream as big as you can dream and get excited that you've made a commitment to yourself to do this and travel the world and actually check off your bucket list that you've had for many, many years and will have continue to have for many years to come, but you're going to do it and you're going to get to go and you're going to get to go for free. And the first step is, dreaming and deciding with your spouse or a friend or a family member or just by yourself if you like solo travel, what it is you want to do and where you want to go and selecting those bucket list trips is vital to the second step of the process, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. But the piece I'll say is that it will encourage you to keep up month after month of maintaining your membership, enjoying your membership, and even sharing the story each month with other people about how the value of this bucket list loyalty, best loyalty program on the planet, I think, program is makes the value proposition just unbelievable and like no other actually. So yeah, the idea is that you have a lot of fun with this and you pick where you want to go and then you get to think about it in 12 months comes around quickly.
It
Denson
does.
just got awarded, as he mentioned yesterday. And were you surprised? Did you know the day was the day?
I looked into my app one day and it was like 5 days, right? Which because I update this regularly, I kind of knew where I was, but I wanted to really get it down to like a matter of minutes. But before I knew it, I was already, qualified for it. And, guys, this is so significant because again, the bottom line is in most companies, I've qualified for trips like this before, but guess what? I was at the very top of comp plans, and most people would never be able to qualify for a trip like this because most people never got there. But here, you have to understand something, and Eva, I think you would agree with this. Every now and then, you'll have companies that come along that are what's called industry disruptors. Okay, so how is Bryte Lyfe an industry disruptor? Well, in three ways. Number one is a disruptor in travel because we're pulling all of the retail markup out. So that's an industry disruptor. The second thing is it's an industry disruptor in network marketing. Why? Because it only takes two to qualify for the entire comp plan up to $500,000 a month. Most even top money earners in network marketing have never made that kind of an income. Okay, certainly not with two referrals. And the third industry disruptor is the fact that the customer loyalty program that gives you this kind of a trip just for being a member has never been done before. I know some of y'all are thinking, well, I got points with my American Express and I get the same thing. No, you don't get the same thing. You have to spend a whole lot more in order for it to, be anything like this. So, again, and American Express will never pay you. That's, that's the power of what we have here. So we do have an industry disrupting company. And if you're a part of us disrupting those industries, you're going to become very, very wealthy. All right. So, Eva, anything else you want to add before I move on?
No, because we're gonna go back to this topic later, right?
Okay.
Or
Absolutely.
do you want me to add kind of my comments about why this is so important as a first step now?
Yeah. In fact, if you, why don't we do this? Let's see if we can share your phone and you can pull up your app, and we'll do that. I think this would be a great point, to do that.
Okay, yeah. So
Okay.
I'll do just a really quick intro to this because this
Okay.
is going to be kind of a series Dents and I do with you where we talk about the important first five connect steps to do as a member to fully take advantage of your membership and maintain your membership and your knowledge of our all of our benefits so you can better share the vision with other people. So I wanted to start with a question. What's one thing beyond the core services and benefits that we offer that truly keeps members coming back month after month? So just kind of, come up with an idea in your mind of what you think that is. And is it just the benefits? Is it the price? I mean, this is a great price for tremendous value. Or, yeah, of course, those play a role. But today we want to uncover what I think is often underestimated, yet so incredibly powerful factor that drives sustained membership, which is what we're going to talk about is genuine connection. Genuine connection of you as a member getting connected to our benefits and you as a member getting connected to Bryte Lyfe and our team here, and you as a member getting connected to other members. So there's really important pieces to this. It's about the connection with the community and it's about the connection with our benefits. And so we'll be discussing how you can better build strong relationships in our next conversation, which is going to be step two about getting signed up for the next event with Bryte Lyfe, which is our quarterly conferences. So that's coming soon, but this is where the relationships, the lifelong relationships begin to flourish after you get to go on these events. But ultimately fostering a sense of belonging and actively engaging is not just good practice, but it is an effective strategy for boosting retention here. So that this series is going to be based on member connections and boosting retention. So what
Yeah.
Denson and I talked about yesterday and what we know inherently because of our success already in the last year at Bryte Lyfe is the first step to getting connected as a member and engaging into our products and services is to pick your bucket list destinations. And it's the not just thinking about them, writing them down, but actually the act of going into the app and selecting them very first. And it's a very simple process. So, all right, let me go to share and Jensen.
Okay. Yeah. I'll see if I can walk
I
you
hope I
through.
don't get embarrassed here.
No, you won't be because I got your back hopefully on this end. We'll see.
Okay, let me. This is the easy part. Okay, I just wanted to
Okay.
show you guys this really quick. It's real. Jensen's not just imagining things.
Oh,
He really did just get his bucket list trip. Congratulations. So, Jensen, I wanted to surprise you with your formal letter that you receiving an email actually today because
oh
you were
wow.
just awarded. And we award these letters. the month after you qualify on the 15th of the month. So tomorrow's the 15th, and this letter is ready to go. It's hot off the press. We get so excited to send these, and I mean it when I say it, because I get to award these trips and talk to people as they begin to plan and share the steps of the process with them. And I mean, it's what I like to call Denton Magic Moment Central, because even though
Oh
we
yeah.
all know this is true and we believe it's coming and we're waiting for it, there's nothing better than actually it being real time and it being here and truly available to you. And you guys get to see how we carefully go through the process and picking your bucket list destination, awarding it to you, and then sharing with you the details of your bucket list trip. And you get to pick a many things in the process, like if you want to travel with someone else, you want 2 beds. You're going to let me know, or you're going to let us know 1 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months from now, 6 to 9 months. I kind of
Mhm.
already know in talking with Denson, I think he's wanting to travel closer to 6 to 9 months. But who you're going to bring with you. So you're going to answer these questions and then you're going to send them back. And from there, as you get close to whatever time frame that you send in, we're going to send you back some dates that come from the hotel that your is in your destination, and you'll get to choose from those dates. And then the rest is just wrapping up, getting you all set up formally for your bucket list trip. So he's
And
going to Dubai.
Eva,
I
I
no,
tell
go
you
ahead.
what, talking about retention, yeah, I want you all to think about this, okay? Because many of you all are within months of your bucket list trip. So this shows you that it's real, okay? And we know it's real because Kirk Dobbs, I appreciate it. Kirk has been awarded this trip. Tammy Schaefer's been awarded the Maldives, but we're going to start talking more and more about these trips. But I can't wait to go to the Palazzo Versace Hotel because the thing, Eva, is I've talked about this a lot, is we're gonna get the Versace robe, and we'll get
Yep,
Dubai put on it. And when I do my meetings, guess what? I'm gonna wear that robe to show people how real it is.
I love it.
But
That's
the
awesome.
bottom line, guys, is you think about it. Anybody that's within months of their bucket list, see, if you never sit down with a person and you help them, you don't help them to put that dream board in place of their bucket list trips. Guess what? It's not real to them. But if they have done that, they'll hang on month after month for that trip. Why? Because it's going to more than double their investment. So I just wanted to mention that this is the key to retention.
Yes, it is. This is our most critical, very first step. And if you haven't done it, I hope the minute you get off the phone today, you do it, because you will be thinking bigger for the next however many months towards your bucket list award date. And it'll put a little pep in your step today. I promise you that.
Now, Eva, if
I'll
which
share.
I'm not sure that I want to do this, but if we wanted to extend this another, 3 days or something like that, um, could you help us get a deal over there?
That's such a great question. We absolutely can ask the hotel for our same rate for additional days. So you can ask for that, and we will do our best to try to help you get that through the hotel that we are partnered with.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. Well, hey, Eva, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for all the congratulations, guys. This is a huge accomplishment. And guess what? What I love about it is anybody, everybody can do this. Just like qualifying for this comp plan, this is not set up for people with a certain skill set or success in the past. Anybody can do this. Eva, sorry to interrupt you.
Oh no, keep interrupting because here I go. Um, Jensen, give it if you want to just talk for just 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. So, guys, the thing is, again, the bucket list trip is real. It's never been done before. We're the first, we're the pioneers with it. And again, some of you all are within months. So, what you want to do is you got to create that same thing with your people, have them to go in. the bucket list, trip in the app, those trips are like a dream board for a person that's serious about scratching those things off, of their hopes and dreams. And guess what? They will get excited about it once they know it's real. But you kind of carry that. You're the liaison of them, their belief. So you have to show them that it's definitely real. So um, again, I'm excited about this, and what excites me most about it is the impact that it'll have on the business, if that makes sense to you guys. This is the glue, that holds it all together. And if this was all that we had, this is all pretty much that they had with Wes's previous company was trips like this. It wasn't the exact same thing, but they didn't have all this other stuff that we got. They didn't have the golf program or the technology that removes 100% of the retail market. They didn't have any of that stuff. It was just trips like this. And they were able to drive that company to over 3 million members with over 4 billion in revenue. So again, this part of the business is what's going to be the most important. But, we've got all of these other benefits to stack on top of it.
Yeah. Denson, I'm gonna have to hand it over to you to use your iPad. I'm sorry to do this, but
Okay. No,
I
no,
have
that's
the
fine.
new iPhone 18 and screen mirroring is a little bit different on it, so I apologize.
Right. Okay. Well, you know what? I hope that
If
mine
not,
works okay. Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Hang on a
yeah.
second. Let me see
I'm
something
so
here.
sorry for this, you guys.
No. In fact, if you'll stop your share,
Oh yeah.
then I'll be able to. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. It's telling me that I've got to install some kind of a plug-in. So I'm attempting that now. And let's see. I think we're good. All right. What did I just do? Okay. All right.
There we go.
All right. Great.
Thank you so much. So you're on your app when you first join and you input your information. You get a screen that pops up that asks you to set up your bucket list destinations. And that's really the time we should do it is right out of the gates when we get the alert when as we're going through the enrollment process on the app. And that's what I feel like you need to be sharing with uh, your team as you onboard new members and get them connected and using their app, getting them to do the very first step to get connected, which is picking their bus bucket list destinations. And so, but you will have the section will look just like this, and you will have a number of different locations to choose from. You can search and look for different locations to choose from, and you're going to just literally select the location as you see it pop up. In
Hey,
this,
Eva,
yeah,
do me a favor too. Tell them about the locations. Are they the top locations out there, or are they,
yes.
excess inventory?
Yes. So they're based on the top locations in the world that people want to travel to today, as well as some of the fantastic partnerships that we have. But now we have the data from you guys because as you put in your bucket list destinations, we now know what the over 60% of the membership has put into their app as one of their top 10, for example, Maldives. So, I mean, we know that's a loved favorite. So we base it on now also data that you've given us on places that you want to go and you want to visit. But these are just, some of the classic most popular destinations as well as destinations today that people want to travel around the world to see. And there is international and there also is domestic here for us choices as well. I just awarded New York on the last batch of memberships. Are you there, Denson? Did I lose you, Denson?
Okay, I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. All right. So tell me
Yeah.
where you want me to go now.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so I'm sorry. I didn't know if you were finishing your point, but yes. So I just want to most importantly let you know that there are connect steps that we're going to be encouraging you to do each step of the way when you join. Some of you can play catch up and do these steps. But for today, we'd like to ask everyone to do a little bit of fun homework, fun life commitment stuff to yourself, and go into the app and choose your 10. You can go in here later on. If you look up to the far right, uh, like uh, over Santorini, you'll see there's an edit. And
Mhm.
if you need to change your bucket list destinations, maybe you were just quickly picking them when you first joined, then you can go in and you can edit and change them. But
Oh
you'll be
yeah,
getting,
these are the ones. These are the all the ones that you can choose from.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
great.
yep.
And you
And
know what's
so,
great about this, Eva, is that you don't necessarily have to fly out of the country. Like you want to even go to Vegas or
yeah,
uh, Miami or New York, you can do that.
that's right, exactly.
Wow.
We have a lot of members right now are picking Maldives, Ibiza, Tulum, Costa Rica. We just awarded a Japan trip. We're continuing to award new destinations, like we just awarded Croatia, obviously Dubai today, hot off the press. We have through two or three different members that are also going to Dubai. And we have so many people going to Maldives in the first batch that we suspect that some will be there together.
Wow. That is
Yeah,
awesome, man. Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
So,
and guys, look, one of the first things, like, that we've always done in building businesses is to have a person kind of put together a dream board. And of course, with this being travel, this serves as your travel dream board.
it
You can go in here
sure
and dream.
does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I mean, talk about making reality or making your dreams a reality and your dreams come true. I mean, you look at this every day on your phone.
Well, now let me ask you this, Eva, like the Bahamas, is the Bahamas going to be the Atlantis?
I apologize. We haven't awarded Bahamas quite yet. I know there's
Okay.
some people coming up that are being awarded Bahamas, but I haven't given a destination yet to Bahamas, so I can't confirm Atlantis.
Right.
It will. They are all five-star properties.
Okay.
And to remind you, you get a 3-day, 4-day, 3-night stay. And great question. Denson asked if we can help you with additional days. We can try. This specifically for Maldives, I know is something that's applicable. Not always will we be able to extend with the hotel, but um, go ahead and definitely ask it. That's fine.
Yeah, and I think one thing for sure, we'll be able to get a wholesale deal in the app, if even if we
Absolutely.
can't.
That's how, honestly, that's how we would probably direct you to do it. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. And look, folks, this is one other thing I want to mention is this, okay? Like I went in and I pulled up the Palazzo Versace Hotel. I pulled up the La Meridian Resort. I went directly to their website for a 4-day, 3-night stay. You all see it in my presentations all the time. Those are $5,000 trips. So you think about it this way, okay? Think about this. If you were let's say you were committed over the next 10 years of your life to just scratch these things off your bucket list every year. Well, you know, if you spent 5,000 every year on a trip like this, that's $50,000 that you would spend over the next 10 years. What, just scratching things off your bucket list before you kick the bucket, right? So the bottom line, guys, is this: you know, whether you get two referrals equals, if they're two good people, $50,000. If you don't get two referrals, guess what? You'll spend 21,000 to get $50,000 in travel. You can't lose either way. Okay, that's my point. Okay, so Eva, I'm back to you. I'm sorry.
No, no. So there's a question here from Benjamin Davis. Do we wait 12 months for a bucket list to come to make a dream come true? What do you do between 12 months, and can any of the trips come early, and does it repeat for a lifetime? It repeats for as many years as you're a member. Our goal is you're a member at least 10 years to check off 10 bucket list trips
Right.
at the at the minimum, but yeah, we're shooting for lifetime membership, and year after year you will be awarded. So great question. In between, I think you'll be excited as you learn to use the travel piece of the app. It's amazing what you'll find to do very high end, 5 star, 4 star, whatever you're looking for, type events in between. I mean, the prices are so great, as you know, up to 65% off. And so, yeah, you can customize and curate your own trips in between. That's the idea. Use the travel for business, use the travel for family. Let's say sporting events, and you got to go for volleyball. Sure, use it for that. But no, use it to go on your own, really special, luxurious, 4 or 5 star or economy based travel trips throughout the year. And we have so many ways for you to make it like a bucket list by using all of our benefits within the app. Luxury rental cars, yachts, uh, you can, take a jet. You can become a part of Going, which is if you can scroll down to Going, uh, Denson, thank you for bringing this up. It's a membership service that provides discounts on airfare. So as a member, you can get this membership, and you can indicate somewhere you're going. So I told Denson to do this yesterday. He can indicate that he's interested in going to Dubai, and he'll get some alerts on flights. That this is not I mean, they give us empty leg and inventory that is better deals than anything you might find online or with the airline itself, but they have kind of a date range that they give you, that you have to follow, where the deal is available. But still, you can curate uh, your own bucket list trips in between for sure. That's a great question, Benjamin. Thank you for asking it.
Yeah, and look, guys, another thing is this, okay? What is going to happen with many of you all, because it's already happened with many people, is that once you start using the app will always be a part of your life. And you know, many of us got a chance to experience the foundation room. That's very exclusive. Well, even I last night we're talking about one that a lot of people aren't familiar with, and that's Groot Hospitality. Now, this is about this. Groot is not about discounts as much as being able to get in. Because
Yes.
explain to everybody, Eva, about Groot and how exclusive this is.
Yeah, so Greer Hospitality is one of the, I think, greatest hospitality companies in the world. And I know Wes would agree with this. He absolutely loves Groot. And they have multiple restaurants in Miami, Dallas, and Las Vegas, and nightclubs. Their Live nightclub is one of the most famous nightclubs in the world, and that's in Miami and also in Las Vegas. But uh, they offer us access to, it's not just their concierge, it's one of their top executive. directors within all of group hospitality. He travels to all the locations all the time, and he has the pulse on the best tables, the best experience out on the water, or whatever it is that we can make a celebration really special. We are able to get direct access to him, and we give our members turn in to concierge at brytelife.com their request, and then we go to group hospitality and we ask them if we can get a table, skip the line in many cases for dinner and also for nightclubs, and then they set up your reservation for you. So it is access. Most of these restaurants, especially in Miami and Las Vegas, they're sold out months in advance, and it's very hard to get a reservation. So, talk about skipping the line. You're really getting into a place that's almost impossible to get into.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
guys, that's another thing is it's not just about the discount, it's about, getting in. So that's it. And if it's anything else on this list that
No, no, this is it. I'm so
yeah,
glad you brought this
great.
up. We're gonna be touching on all of these benefits that he's showing you here. Next, we're gonna talk about connect step number two and how it benefits uh overall your overall lifestyle by getting engaged in our quarterly events and getting to know other members and learning all of the training and education and ways to better utilize the benefits at our conferences. So we're going to talk about that next as connect step number two. But thank you for bringing up all those member benefits, because we'll be diving deep into how to use all of those benefits as connect step number three.
Yeah, and one other thing is this very quickly, okay? You take World Vantage, and I'm just talking about $199 or $179 a month in a membership, okay? World Vantage, you couldn't do that for 179. I mean, some of these clubs will cost you 50 to 100 grand plus 1,500 a month to become a member to be able to play the course. So, how many courses do we have access to now?
250 domestically and 500 internationally.
So over 750 golf courses. Okay.
Mhm.
So can't put a price tag on that. Member deals. When you click this, it takes you into all of these different deals where, whether you want to buy tickets to, shows or Disney, what kind of, discounts do we typically see with theme parks like this, Eva?
Oh, so theme parks they're kind of known for our member deals that we partner with are known that their amusement parks are consistently some of the highest discounts. So we talk
Mhm.
about 65% off travel, but you're typically going to get around 60% off for amusement parks.
That's pretty
Disney's a
good.
little bit different, but they do specials all year long with Disney, and some of them are just you cannot beat. People love the movie tickets. They're up to $6 off a ticket, which is that's something you could do this weekend. So go in and search for AMC Theaters, Regal, Cinemark, and Showcase, and you can. I'm actually going to the movies tonight, so I'm going to use them. I've used the movie tickets. It's really fun, and you can also get discounts off your concessions. But I'm putting up a post today for Father's Day, lots of last minute Father's Day ideas that you can shop in here. You can do cruises, you can do rental cars, you can do any type of entertainment you can imagine, music you can imagine for
Mhm.
concerts, and sporting events all around the world. You can get tickets for that as well. And
Right. Okay. Okay. Great. Well, so member deals, can save you right there in your local area. ARC Insurance, gives us
yeah,
a special. Uh-huh.
yeah, let's go through all of these while we're on it. Sorry, I
Okay.
didn't realize you were going this way, but I'm excited to share. So Arch Insurance is travel insurance, and you're going to get a full package with this program they designed for us, which will allow you to have your entire trip um, covered under insurance, including your hotel, your airfare, and your rental car.
Wow.
And it's really great. And they have individual trip insurance and they have annual trip insurance. And you'd be amazed at if you pay the annual fee, how much that breaks down. Um, a month is only, I think, around $16. And for that to cover what I'm talking about here is really amazing
Are
for,
you
let's say you
serious?
take 2 trips a month.
So it
But
covers everything.
it covers everything that, but on top of that, you're going to get a 24/7 concierge service you get to use through Arch. So they can actually help you if you're having any issues with anything. Lord forbid something would happen and somebody, you know, gets hurt or falls, or there's some medical emergency, you have medical assistance included in the package. So we talked with a lot of the big travel insurance companies out there, and we're so proud to have partnered with Arch.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
huge. Yeah,
yeah.
and again, that's a huge member benefit. Now, Foundation Room, very exclusive, upscale. I mean, it's the place to be. And they've got what? Anaheim, Boston, Chicago, Cleveland, Dallas, Houston, Las Vegas, New Orleans. Tell them
Y-
about the Foundation Room. What would
Sure.
this cost me if I were not a member?
So if you were not a member, you could join the one location for $5,000 a year. And if you wanted access to all the locations, it would cost you $10,000 a year. And so each location has a very exclusive private membership area above the House of Blues, where they have a huge venue for concerts. As you guys know, House of Blues is so much fun. But there's oftentimes two venues within the House of Blues and Foundation Room. Up at the top, there's another venue. And so you have like backdoor access to the Foundation Room venue concerts. And our members get the opportunity to purchase their tickets through the Foundation Room, sometimes as a discount, but more importantly, we get early access to some of these tickets. Tonight, Coco Jones is playing in Dallas, and they were sold out literally within 10 minutes after the tickets went on sale. The good news is they gave us an opportunity to promote Coco Jones a couple of days before they went out to the public. So the venues itself are absolutely beautiful. They often showcase the best view in the entire city. That's for sure the case in Las Vegas. Dallas is phenomenal. They have state of the art. World award winning chefs that design the menus. They have dining. They have cocktail areas and lounges, and you can do private parties, and you get to a discount on your private events from
Now, Eva,
people.
what if I didn't want to see Coco tonight, but I just wanted to go to the Foundation Room? How would
That's
that
that.
work?
Yeah, you just make a request through concierge@britelife.com, and a couple of our leaders here in Dallas are actually doing that tonight. They didn't have tickets, but I've already made a reservation for them at the Foundation Room, and so they'll be enjoying the lounge area and having drinks, and you can actually hear the music in the area of the Foundation Room. They're going to be in the lounge.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And you guys, look, I know you heard Eva say I made reservations, but do not call Eva and do not send her a direct text. Okay.
Concierge
Okay.
at brightlife.com is the fastest way to get your requests fulfilled. But yeah, Porter Yachts and Porter
Now let's
Jets.
click on this because I like yachts. So tell us about this, Eva.
Well, so we already give you the link right there to go look into Porter Yachts and take a look at their inventory. So this is another way to dream. And I know another question that Benjamin Davis had asked. He said, "Can the company include cruise ships and bucket list in the future?" I don't know if that's the case, but I don't think it's a bad idea at all. And we do have cruises available to you on member deals, but we also have yachts. So here's another dream big kind of thing. But you go in and you pick what you're interested in. You send it to me at concierge or us at concierge@britelife.com, and then we contact them to curate your trip at our special price. So we have a variety of tiers and pricing that we get back to you on.
Oh, wow. Which are wholesale, right?
They're
Compared
wholesale
to,
pricing, thank
yeah.
you.
Awesome. Okay. Now, I know with Porter Jets, I know some of the membership clubs with Jets would cost you over 100,000 to be able. It's just like golf courses to be able to get access to the Jets. You have to become a member. How does Porter work with us?
Yeah, yeah, and that is the case. You have to have a membership in order to use it, and this is built into our membership, so you don't have to pay that fee. And again, you come in here and you search and you find what it is you're looking for, and then go to concierge at britelife.com and send us your request, and then we're going to provide you what their pricing is and what discount we get at starting at the wholesale rate.
Wow. I'll tell you guys what, you got to have some vision with this because guess what? If you go on and build your business, let's say you get your income to 30,000 a month. Do you understand? And Eva, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but if wanted to live this lifestyle, all of this is a tax write-off, and you probably could do it at 30,000 a month.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. You really pounded that in my head yesterday. I thought about it all night, but that isn't that the truth?
And look, this is what's great about it is usually like, we travel to make money. Like, especially when I'm building my business, I really don't like to travel anywhere if I'm not doing a meeting. But the thing is this, guys, we as leaders are doing this together. So what if a group of you in your local area got to 15 or 30 or 50,000 a month? You might get a Porter jet to go do, a couple of meetings or whatever, and you're showing lifestyle, you're enjoying the lifestyle. You might even do a meeting down in Fort Lauderdale and take a yacht out with your people. You're experiencing lifestyle, but you're using the lifestyle to build your business as well. You just got to have vision about it. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Sports 365, they're the largest sports broker in the world as far as tickets, right?
Yes, they are. And I mean, there was a soccer game in London that was extremely hard to get tickets for, but especially hard to get 12 seats together. And so we were able to help a group of members get their 12 tickets together for that event. But yes, these are not just discounted tickets for you guys, but they're also hard to get tickets and access to some of the most coveted sporting events in the world. And we'd like to encourage you to also use member deals and look up sporting events there, and then you can come here and look here and see which is a better price. So you can compare it to what you're finding online, and then you can compare it to member deals in here. But there's no shortage of ways to buy sporting event tickets. And they are the
Um,
largest broker in the world, yes.
Now, you all know I call Eva the queen of fun. I'm not kidding when I say that. She is absolutely that.
Well, don't pass Live Golf.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go.
Speaking of fun, this is a great Father's Day gift. Go in, and if you live in Dallas, they're going to be at Murdo Country Club in Dallas next week. Live Golf is a disruptor in the golf space. Um, a new tournament uh, launched with Live Golf at the beginning of the year, and so there's so many different opportunities to watch the professionals play. And so I'm going with some friends next weekend to the Murdo golf tournament. On Saturday, there's a concert that night, and Live Golf, we get 20% off of your ticket. So you email me, and then I go through them and I purchase your tickets. And when you go on the Live Golf website, you're able to see when all of the tournaments are, and they're all around the world.
And look, you don't email Eva, you email concierge at
Yes.
brightlife.com.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Go City, I know that, especially if we're going somewhere and we really don't know what to do. Explain this to everybody, Eva.
Yeah, so it's a city pass, and I think these opportunities are really cool because they sort of cause you to create your itinerary really, really thoughtfully before you go out of town. And you can go into Go City and look at what all of the top excursions and outings and museums and all major, it could be restaurants or different exciting destinations, as well as what to do in these major cities. So let's say you pick Los Angeles, and you can look at all of the different things you might want to do while you're there, and then you can buy passes bundled into, let's say, a pass for three different activities. There's an Explorer Pass, all exclusive pass, and uh, all exclusive pass plus. So you're getting a tremendous discount by purchasing in a bundle or buying their Explorer Pass. So let's say entrance to a museum is $70, and then you're gonna go to the Empire State Building, and you're going to do, another tour of Broadway or whatever it is. And you'll get all three of those bundled into one price and probably save upwards to, I don't know, 60, $70, sometimes 50%, up to 50% off.
Well, and guys, this is a great idea. Like, say if you did your bucket list trip, somewhere in the US, like Los Angeles, okay, you could do your bucket list trip, get the 5-star stay, and then utilize this. Is that right?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying when I was addressing that question earlier from Benjamin, is that, there's a lot of different ways that you can use our benefits to enhance your travel and turn it into your own curated bucket list trip. Or during your bucket list trip, please do use these benefits. Resort
Right.
Pass is
Yeah.
a really cool thing, super great for the summertime. It's a daycation concept. So you get to go and look for all the major hotels in your city. And instead of having to go out of town and spend the money on staying overnight in a hotel, you can use their pool and all of their amenities just for the day. And I'll tell you, this is a favorite of my daughters and I's. We've been using it. She's 13 years old, and we've used Resort Pass year after year since she's been 3 years old. So
Wow.
we get a discount on this above and beyond what's already amazing prices. And it's a great way to pack up for the day and go and swim and use their spa and feel really refreshed by the end of the day, and then go back to your home.
You know, when I'm in Memphis right now, right now, I don't know where this came from. It came up in my feed, but it was a resort pass at a couple of the really nice hotels here. One of them that I've stayed at before was like $25, for the day.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we
In
love
fact,
about
this is
it
it
so
here,
much.
Hilton,
Yeah.
Memphis, and it is, yeah, $25 for the day pass. So outdoor seasonal pool, outdoor hot tub, pool lounge. Wow, that's something. So yeah, even though I'm staying at mom's house, I could actually go there and swim for the day. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so now let's luxury exchange. What is this, Eva?
Well, those of us that got married years and years and years ago, we didn't have lab grown diamonds. And I wish we did, because it is amazing to me the beauty and the quality of a lab grown diamond. So they're most known for that. And they also have luxury watches and handbags. But we're proud to partner with them as one of our first like shopping designer shopping vendors for you guys at a discount. Not to mention there is shopping available and member deals, just an FYI, but they have an unbelievable inventory, and you can read a little bit about the history of lab-grown diamonds, jewelry, and how it works, and the designers behind the scenes. But this is just another way to upgrade your life, or I think the opportunity we have here with Bryte Lyfe is you have a one-stop shop inside of the app. So when it comes to gift giving or surprises, or some of you getting engaged, or some of you wanting to upgrade your rings. This is just a fantastic opportunity for you at a tremendous discount. Um, the discount when you apply it to this high price ticket item is actually a lot of money.
Oh
So,
yeah.
so
Now,
I'm
is
just
it
gonna buy
a
a lab grown diamond for myself. I don't need an engagement ring. I'm just telling you all, I'm
yeah.
buying one.
Now, is it a typical discount associated here, or will it, kind of fluctuate?
Can you go back to the deal itself?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. I've got you.
and I'll show you that.
All right. So you want me to go to,
Just go back to the all the benefit page.
oh, okay. Okay. I've got you. Oh, I'm sorry. Here. Okay.
You're gonna receive a 15% discount with Bright Life
Okay.
15. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. And then Atomic Golf, we got a chance to experience this incredible place.
Yes, Atomic Golf is kind of what is considered Top Golf's first competitor. They have quite a vision and a business plan to how many different atomic golfs are going to be opening up over the next couple of years. But their very first location is in Las Vegas, and we went there to celebrate our 1 year anniversary. As a matter of fact, we did our welcome party there, and it's just, I mean, I felt extremely stimulated, like just in every possible way. There's so much going on. There's so much music. There's so many different things to do. They have a putting district. They have the putting bays, which we did at the event, and it's just a great way to hit some golf balls and enjoy a night out with your friends. And so, anytime you go to Vegas, you're going to get 25% off your entrance to Atomic Golf. And it looks like next they'll open in Phoenix and then Houston.
Oh wow.
More
And
to
see,
come.
guys, the thing here is what? It's about experiences. It's just about when you travel, doing things that you wouldn't normally do. And that's what, Bright Life is going to give you the opportunity to do. And that's what the membership is all about. And when you go down this list and you look at everything that we have, and then you put the bucket list trip on top of it, it's the best deal in the industry. Like a lot of people get hung up on the 179 and say, oh man, $179 is a lot of money. Well, you've never done these type things before. Most people haven't. And guess what? It gives you access to being able to do them at $179 a month. You think I'm telling you, when y'all added these jets and yachts, I was already in 100. I'm in 1,000 now because I know what life is about to be. Life can be that for anybody on this webinar that wants it because it's absolutely there. So, Eva, anything else that you want to
No,
add? You've done a
thank
great
you.
job. Y'all give it up. Give up some sevens
Oh no,
in the chat box, Eva.
thank you for being the navigator. I appreciate that. I cannot encourage you enough to take a deeper dive into all of these benefits. Do your bucket list trip first. Prepare to come to Orlando on August 8th and 9th. And then from there, go into member deals. You could probably spend an hour and a half in member deals and not see it all. There's
Yeah.
so many things inside of there, and they're all categorized really nicely. And you can search by a couple of different ways, and then each of these individual benefits, and just start planning things that you want to do. What I did personally when I created kind of my plan for the year with the big calendar concept that Wes taught us, I went into the tickets and I found some shows that me and my daughter are going to go see this year, and a lot of them are over Christmas time. But I put them down on my calendar already, and I purchased the tickets because they were at such a discount that it was worth it. And go to the movies all the time, and I also make it a habit now more often to do staycations within my own city and use our travel at 65% discount. And then obviously the travel piece of it is just, I mean, something that you could explore endlessly and check on endlessly. Um, every night when you're scrolling on your phone, don't go on Netflix. We say go on Bryte Lyfe.
Oh man, yeah, because the movie is about to be your life. So that's that's the deal. Now, guys, look, this is we're almost done here. We are done pretty much, but I want to show you all one quick thing, okay? And the bottom line, and this is what you really have to this is what you have to get about what we're doing, okay? It's not a big deal. It's a simple 3-step process, okay? And what do I mean by that? Well, number one, in fact, let me be sure that my screen is the proper screen is showing here. Okay, so let me do this share one more time. It's a very simple process, and I think too, after what you just saw, the value, the value is incredible, but it's a 3-step process. Number one is what you want to refer your first to qualify for your free membership. So you get all the benefits that Eva just showed you. You get your money back in travel dollars. So one other thing is this, guys. The travel dollar ecosystem is about to be a lot greater than it is now. In fact, Eva, won't we be able to spend travel dollars on more than what we see now at some point?
Um, I think so. I don't know exactly when, but yes,
Right.
I think that there will be opportunities, definitely.
Yeah, there we go. But right now, guess what? It pays for, travel, it pays for events, it pays for tickets. So you can use travel dollars for a lot. We just, spent travel dollars for a 1 week stay in Vegas at a 5-star hotel. So, you can absolutely do that. We got Bahamas coming up. You'll be able to use your travel dollars to pay for the trip to the Bahamas at the Atlantis. So, that's a really big deal. And then, of course, you qualify yourself for the entire comp plan. Now, who are you qualifying with? Well, if you can find a couple of people that want to make their bucket list, a reality with this program, that's going to be your two. Because guess what? They're gonna remain active. Why? Because of the bucket list trip and all of the other benefits, and then they qualify you as well. So we find that when most people make a decision to do that, they usually do it within their first 24 hours because it's just a matter of getting this information in front of those people that you have influence with. Next step, help your two to qualify with their two. Okay, why? So they can get a free membership, get their money back, and qualify for the entire comp plan. And then it's just about duplication. If you will now teach your two to help their two to qualify, guess what? You're starting to make money in the comp plan. You're at life for 300. So you got a free membership. You're life for 300. So now you're making $300 a month. And guess what? You're qualified for whatever might happen in this comp plan. And if all you'll do is just teach your people again, when you get started, you need to when you get a person started, you need to block about 30 minutes where you can sit down with this person at Starbucks, or you might say, well, I don't know about taking a person to dinner or whatever. Take them to McDonald's. Because if you ask them, you take a person, try this. Okay. I learned this years ago. Even you take a person to McDonald's, say, you want anything? They're going to say no. All right. So if you want to act like you're going to buy them
Good
dinner, but
strategy.
you're not, just take them to McDonald's and they're going to say no. So the bottom line, though, is this: spend 30 minutes with that person, help them get their bucket list, set up, and show them the benefits of the app. And guess what? They will more than likely be here because of that. Okay. Eva, anything you want to add to that?
No, just
Okay. All right. So
thank you for the tips and tricks along the way. I'm loving it.
oh man, or go to Starbucks, buy a person a cup of coffee. I mean, it's not a big deal, guys. You just want to sit down and help them to get started effectively. And guess what's going to happen? If you duplicate this 3-step process, the comp plan can't help but grow. And guess what? It pays up to 500,000 a month. So what I want you guys to do is this. This is the comp plan document. You can find it in your app. Okay. When you go to the menu button on the bottom right hand side of your app and you click on compensation plan, it's actually going to take you to this document here. I want you to internalize this. I want you to go through it over and over and over again. And guess what? you're gonna, you'll see you'll internalize this information and you'll see how powerful it is. So with that, guys, we appreciate you all being on. Again, you all give it up for Eva. That was incredible information. Give her some sevens in the chat box. Let's show our appreciation, because guess what? Eva does not have to do this, but she is so concerned about making this company a success. And when you got people with her experience and her success, involved in a project like this, guess what? It can't help but be successful. And we're determined, both of us, as well as many of you, we're determined that Bryte Lyfe's going to be that next legacy run. We will have millions. I believe we'll have tens of millions of members, and we're going to set a lot of people financially free. You guys, some of y'all are about to become wealthy beyond your wildest dreams, and that's what it's all about. Eva, anything else that you want to
Oh my gosh. I mean, just, you know, create a personalized experience for you to live your best life. Please, you guys do that and get engaged and start to customize your own story. And the way, in turn, you'll begin to share the most magical story about what Bright Life is about, because it's based on you and what you're experiencing, and it's so authentic and believable. So enjoy the ride and then better tell the story. But number two, thank you for being with us on a Saturday morning. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I thank you so much, Jensen, for all you're doing, and what a great presentation you've put together every week for training. And we love having you guide the ship with the field, because you're absolutely amazing and you're a great dad. So I wanted to wish you a happy Father's Day, and for everybody on the call who's a dad. Thank you for all you do as leaders and fathers to your children and grandchildren and nieces and nephews and all of them. So we just appreciate the dads out there, and happy Father's Day to everyone.
All right. Thank you so much, Eva. I really, really appreciate that. And, thanks for, all of the congratulations. And, this is very special to me. You know why? Because I know that everybody on this webinar is going to qualify for this same award that I just got today. So that's what's great about it. I haven't done anything that none of another person on this webinar can't do. And we'll be saying the same thing when we max out this comp plan as well. So, because anybody can duplicate too. So, thanks a lot. Happy Father's Day to all of you fathers out there. And, guys, we will see you next week. And then tomorrow, we've got the corporate update call that's going to happen at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we've got the webinar. And even though, Wes is a single dad, guess what? He'll be on, with us tomorrow as well. So, Lottie, this is recorded, so it will be up soon. Where if y'all want to go back through this information, you can. So, thanks a lot, and we will see you guys tomorrow. So, happy Father's Day. Have a great one. Thanks a lot, and bye bye.